All right, hugs. First of all, hugs for Taurus. I get it. We have the Four of Cups as your underlying energy. And yeah, I get it. You're stuck. You're bored. You know, we have 3 cups here. And have a look at him. I love this. He's got his arms folded. He doesn't look very happy, right? And he's looking at the 3 cups. And it's almost like, seriously? This is all I've got? This is what I have to work with? It's that kind of an energy. But what he wants is this. But he doesn't even see it. Why? Because he's distracted by the stuff that he doesn't want. Are you doing that, Taurus? Are you trying to make square pegs fit in round holes because you just think, well, all I've got is a round hole and all I've got is a square peg, so I've got to try to make this work somehow. But you're nonplussed by it. Now, interesting thing here is that's, you know, the 3 cups there, that can be the 3 of cups. So you might be looking at your network of support, your friends, and they're not really doing it for you. Your support network's not doing it for you. Because I always see the 3 of cups and the Ace of Cups in this card, right? And what you want is that something that's emotionally fulfilling. Your support network, whatever it is not doing it for you. You want the Ace of Cups. Guess what? You got the bloody Ace of Cups. It's coming in there. So I want to say this to you. Some of you have given up on this. The whole reason you're considering shit that doesn't work for you is because you've given up. You think that's not coming in. Now, for others of you, this can be that there is an offer on the table. You know, that someone's offered something, because it's like this hand saying, hey, have this. And you're not sure if you want it. You're not sure if you want it because you're like, well, I've got plenty of that. One of my exes is an Italian, and what he always used to say is, and sorry to be vulgar, but he said it so much and it's coming to mind now, is my balls are full of those. Like, you know, I've got too many of those. That's kind of like the energy here. And that's what this guy feels like. You know, he's like, I don't want it. It's not the same. This is the one that you want, guys. So whether there's an offer, if there's an offer on the table, you know, if you've reached out to someone, sent a message to someone, because I'm getting that as well. I feel like someone's tried to communicate with someone and I don't think the person's gotten the message. And yes, Mercury's retrograde. I'm not one of those people that thinks everything goes to shit when Mercury goes retrograde, because I have Mercury retrograde in my birth chart. So I don't usually experience that kind of stuff. But this could very well be that. You've sent a text message to someone. You've sent an email to someone. You've sent something to someone. They've not seen it. They've not seen it. It's either in their spam folder or they've not checked their messages or something. And it might be for you. You might be waiting to hear from someone and you're thinking, they haven't replied to me. Someone has. And you'll see why I'm saying that in a minute with the energies coming out. Now, it's general. It can go both ways. Remember that. But whatever's happening is, now that, you know, that Ace of Cups is not coming in, that information's not coming in, that someone feels like they've gone out on a limb and there's no response to this, worst case scenarios are playing out. These are all our thoughts, our beliefs, our ideas, when it's like, oh God, you know, maybe they're not interested, or I'm not going to get the job, or maybe I said too much, maybe I offended them. This is what's going on here. Someone's head. But the truth is, this is all internal chatter. This is the voice of the inner saboteur. These are our fears. These are our doubts. And I think it's to do with communication. I do think that. I mean, for some of you, it's going to be other stuff. It's going to be you're stuck, you're bored. And, you know, if it's, I go with the main energy that comes through. And obviously they can play it in different ways. So you'll know what your message is. But this is for those people, and it seems kind of specific, that either they've put themselves out there, or somebody's put themselves out there and nothing, no response. You've gone for the audition. You've gone for the interview. You've called that person. You've sent someone a message, whatever it is, friend, romantic partner, job, employer, you know, whatever. You've applied for something. You've gone for something. And this is worst case scenario playing out. But everything else fabulous. And you've done everything right. So first of all, let me just allay your fears right there. We have the Magician coming up. We have the Magician coming up here. That's the foundation of this. Everything is based on the Magician. This is solid. This is solid. He's the master manifester, right? Why? Why is he the master manifester? Because he has the knowledge and he has the tools to get whatever he wants. He can channel that energy. He's the alchemist. He turns base metals into gold. He knows how to do that magic. This is actually the card for Mercury. That's why I keep getting the communication aspect. But trust me on this, Taurus. If you had the confidence to say whatever it was that you knew, to work with the tools that you had, you know, whatever it was. You did it. You did good. You did good. Now, for those of you that did nothing, this is not your reading. This is for those. I mean, I get it. This is for that person. I'm going to say it again. You've gone out on a limb. Somebody has gone out on a limb here. And now they're feeling vulnerable. And now they're feeling insecure. And now they're stuck. And they're like, well, I don't know what else to do. What do I do here? The Queen of Swords tells you what to do. Go and ask. Say, what's up? What's going on? Why has there been no response? Talk, if you can. Call him. Now, the Queen of Swords, she's never going to do this. She's very sure of her own truth. She's very sure of who she is. So let's take a moment, Taurus. Let's take a moment. You did everything that you could. You communicated. You had the confidence, and I get that it took confidence. It took you confidence to do this. To go for this, to deal with this, to create this, whatever it is, however this played out for you. It took confidence. No one can take that away from you. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard when you've really put your effort into something. You've really tried hard at something. And you're just getting this. Of course you're going to feel stuck. Of course your fears are going to start piping up, right? There's this kind of, and I've talked about this before. There's a meme that does the rounds every now and then. And it says, I don't know, something about silence is an answer. And it's silence isn't an answer. We know, you know, we can start thinking that, okay, that person doesn't want to communicate. That's different. But when we're expecting a response and there's nothing, then we fill that void. It's a void, right? We fill that void with our own thoughts. Because we're the filter. We start coming up with our own stuff. But with the Queen of Swords, she doesn't do any of that. First of all, she's not afraid. She's gone through too much in her life to be worried now. She's gone through too much. Well, so what? So what if they don't want to know me? So what if the answer's no? So what? You know, she's like, she just wants the truth. And I think that's where you are right now. You're at this place where it's like, well, just tell me something. Say no, say get lost. No, I'm not interested, whatever it is. But can you just give me the answer? Now, if this is flipped, if this is the other person waiting for you to say something and you're stuck, you don't know whether to accept this or not. I don't think you're going to know whether you're in this or not, or out this or not, until you have that conversation. Get more information. It's fine. Go into it, though, as the Queen of Swords, who's ready to speak her truth and ready to hear the truth from someone else. But she doesn't deal in any bullshit. That's what, I mean, I love it. She has her sword raised high, but she also has her hand up. She's like, yeah, come forward, but lie to me. Look what, I've got my sword waiting for you. So this is about clearing it up. And now those of you that are going to reach out and say, look, hey, gave you my cup. Where's the answer? What happened? You know, where does this go? It actually leads to a conversation. There's communication here. This is the information that you need. This is opportunities coming in. This is the pace picking up. Screw this being stuck energy. Both of this is being stuck. This is the payoff to this. This is, all the effort that you put in, where you confidently went forward. You went out on a limb. I just feel like something needs to be chased up. I just feel like it's something as simple as an email going missing, or, if it's you guys, you weren't sure. But I don't think you, the other person, whatever, is going to be able to make the decision that's needed here. Because usually the King and Queen of Swords show up when there's a decision that needs to be made. I don't think it's going to get made with this. It won't get made. There has to be dialogue. There has to be conversation for this to be progressed and forwarded. Now, go into it as the Queen of Swords. That's my advice to you. Some of you might be dealing with an air sign who's Gemini. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, fair enough. Doesn't have to be, the signs don't own the cards. They just lend their characteristics to it. And even if it's not an air sign, this is someone who's open to having a conversation. Someone that you're dealing with. Whether it's a boss or whatever. I can't stress that enough, because this doesn't show one way or the other what it is. You'll know yourself. It can play out in so many different ways. But go into it as, she's not afraid. Why? I want you to think back over everything that's happened in your life, Taurus. Trust me, you don't even probably have to go that far back. This last year has been very interesting for you, hasn't it? So, go back over what you've been through. Look at everything that you have survived. What the hell could this person say to you now? Exactly, right? You've gone through so much. You'll get through this as well. I feel like a lot of you just want an answer. Or you just need to give an answer. That's what it is. That's going to fix this. But I feel like it opens it up. I feel like that kind of trying to talk, that kind of what the hell's going on here, because I'm driving myself nuts trying to figure this out. It leads to, oh, you know, actually, we got your application last week. I was just going to call you. Someone was meant to call you. They didn't call you. Oh, we missed out. We need X, Y, and Z from you. That's this. Then you're like, oh, cool. Yeah, okay. I'll send you that in. That's fine. It's that simple. That's what it feels like. Or, hey, yeah, I know you asked me out on a date and stuff. You know, I got caught up in work, or this happened, or, oh, seriously, you sent me an email? Oh, oh, yeah, damn, it's in my spam mail. Or, you know, it's in my spam box. That's spam folder, rather. But, you know, that's kind of how this feels. It can be cleared up very easily, but not by doing this. By going forward and demanding the truth, speaking your truth. This is dialogue and opportunities coming in from there. Look at it. They're both 8s, right? 8s are very stable energy. Very stable. 4s, nothing happens. You know, it's also stable, but it's so stable that nothing moves. But you can flip it from this being stuck in your head to outward communication, energy that we send out into the world. Opportunities come. This could even be travel opportunities, you know. But have a look. What's the advice? Your advice is this. Focus on that. See the cup. See the cup. That's what it is. Sorry, Taurus, I'm getting so excited by this because it kind of feels like, I'm sorry to say this because I know it's your life and I know it feels awful. I'm not trying to downplay that. This is horrible. This is horrible. And it leads to the 9 of Swords. So that's why we try to nip it in the bud here. But this is a comedy of errors. That's what it feels like in a lot of ways. People just missing each other, you know, playing phone tag with each other. That's what this feels like. And if you're not sure of what to do, if you're not sure of what your next move is, if you're like, why should I bother? Why should I be the one that calls this person? Because you want this. This is what is available to you. This is what you're being asked to keep in mind. The Ace of Cups. That, you know, what's in your cup? This is beautiful energy. This is new love. This is happiness, spiritual growth, emotional growth. This is the beginning. This is the potential for the whole suit of cups, which is emotional fulfillment. Right? We go from the Ace to the 10 of Cups, the happily ever after. And it can all begin here with that cup if someone just reaches out and grabs it. So shift your focus. Let's shift our focus from the crap that we're not interested in to what we are interested in. Right? Beautiful reading. Very simple because it's kind of all there. It's all there. But it's a, you know, for those of you that doesn't specifically resonate with, I'm sorry, but that's the story that needed to get out there this time. It's mine now. Same kind of thing. But for those of you that try to manifest, right? And trust me on this, I work with a lot of people to manifest a lot of stuff. I've had people send me emails from after getting personal readings with me, saying what they want to do, and I've helped them, given them tips on their specific situation. They've manifested house moves. The partner, I love getting those calls. You know, when they're like, Jay, that person showed up. They showed up. I got my person. You know, so people do it all the time. But the missing aspect of most people's manifestation is they don't take the action. They don't take any action. They don't take. So for those of you that have been trying to manifest something, because that magician can be, I'm trying to manifest something, right? I want something. This might be, say I had a list of 20 things that I want in my perfect partner. So my perfect partner is, I don't know, 5'11", dark eyes, dark hair, is into the same stuff I am, loves the tarot, whatever. So I've got this list. And I go into my office on Monday and guess what? That person has shown up. There's a new person at work and they are exactly the 20 things on my list, right? Amazing. Fabulous. So I'm sitting there waiting and I'm like, hang on a second. Why isn't he offering me something? This is the person I manifested. This is cruel. You know, I've asked for this person. Why are they not coming in? Because that's it. I manifested the person. It's my job now to go say something. To say, hey, do you want to go out for coffee? Or, you know, would you like to come out and hang out with us for drinks after work or something? That was my part of the manifestation thing. There is always action. There's always action. So do you see what I mean? It can play out in a number of different ways, but it's that energy. There's one, I don't want to say easy, because I know it's not easy for a lot of people to communicate and to do this kind of energy. I'm kind of naturally the Queen of Swords, so that's not a challenge for me. My friends know that when I want an answer, I'm like, I will bug them, chase them all over the place to get an answer. But, it's not easy for a lot of people. But this says embrace your emotions. So focus again on how do you feel? How do you want to feel?